Hey, yo, what is going on, man? Welcome to East West New Comic Day Reviews slash CBSI Cover Fires for March 25th, man, 2021. All right. I am here with my brother Gomez. What's up, Gomez?
What's up, everybody? Yep, just here to do some reviews, some hardcover. So let's do this.
Yeah, definitely, man. And I'm also here with my other brother, man, Josh. What up, Josh?
What's up? What's going on? Let's get into these reviews, man. It's kind of a bummer week for, I don't know.
Definitely, man.
The books, I don't know. We'll get into it, but I don't think that good this week.
It wasn't okay. I mean, it wasn't bad reads, but you know, we'll talk about it later on. But anyway, man, we got James. He'll be here later. You know, he's running a little late, man. But yeah, man, we also want to start off with this show, man, with the cover fire first, and then we do our new comic day reviews after, man. But before I get into that, man, I do want to get into the chat and say what's up to a couple people that I see, man. Not too many people. Only see 6 people in the chat right now. What's going on, Johnny Dakota? Chinmo is in the house. What's going on, y'all? Thank you for joining us. Definitely, guys, man. So yeah, hold up. And let me get back here. All right. And then we're gonna start sharing. Let's start doing this, man. Let me share this real quick. And man, let me see. There's a couple of fires. And keep it like that. So yeah, guys. So here we go, guys, man. Obviously, you already know, man. We're CBSI comicbookinvest.com, guys. Check it out, man. Everything comic books, basically. You know, when it comes to specs, when it comes to checking out dope ass covers, and that's basically what we're covering today, man. With Comic Fire, man. With my man Mike Morello. Shout out to Mike Morello and CBSI over there, man. Covering this article here, man. And I tend to agree with the covers he picked, because not necessarily he's picking everything that's ratios, because these are not ratios. It's just basically, you know, standard cover price books. So yeah, man. Here we're gonna start off with the first cover, guys. With the first cover, and here you go. Winner of the week is gonna be Alien #1, and this one right here. Shout out to the Doom. I told you, bro. I told you this cover right is better than the Momoko one. All right. So here he has Alien #1, the C cover, done by none other than Patrick Gleason, which he's on fuego right now, guys. He's on fuego, man, for Marvel. So what do you guys think about this book?
He's got a couple covers this week.
Yes, he does. Yeah.
I mean, I think it's dope. I mean, it's fine. There was a bunch of Alien covers this week. Like, so when I was unboxing books this week, it was just like there had to be at least like 10 of them, I think, or something like that. And I can't remember if it was this one or if it was another one. But it was either this one or the other one that was my favorite, and I can't remember which. But this one's dope. I mean, classic Alien. I know it almost looks like a photo more than a drawing, but it's dope.
Yeah. It looked like a movie poster, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. What you think, broski?
No, yeah, I really enjoyed this one. When I went to the LCS, see, the LCS, when the new comics come at this LCS I go, they have tons of covers, different covers, ratios being 1 in 25, regular A, B covers. This cover, I was only able to find 2 of them at the LCS. I grabbed one. Was able to pre-order a couple for I think this is going to be something in the future, because you got to remember there's so many to choose from, just like that Stephanie Hahn's Star Wars one, that one became hot. This one's going to be in that category. Real quick, I picked this up. This is X-Men 22. This, I think, is the Patrick Gleason's artwork. I don't know. It might be his very first. It came in 2000, I think, 2.
Okay.
Around that range, I can't remember, but off the top of my head. But I was able to try to find out what he did, and this was kind of something that I picked up. X-Men Unlimited number 22. So just a little heads up on the artist of Patrick Gleason.
Yeah, yo. So this is basically a winner, and Doom, I told your ass, bro. I told you.
Why? What did you tell him?
Because he swore that the Momoko Alien cover was better than this, and I was like, no, dude, no way.
That peach cover is
terrible.
Stupid.
Terrible.
Stupid.
That's a dope ass cover.
Yes, I agree. All right, so if that's the winner, we have.
No offense.
we have runner-ups. And he has 2 runner-ups, I think 3 stiff competitions. But the runner-ups right here is going to be Scream, issue number 1, King in Black tie-in story, covered by Ryan Brown. And Ryan Brown's another artist has been dope, man.
He's
doing
really good.
Yes.
Highly underrated. Highly underrated Ryan Brown. Yo, just like 3 covers I can name off the top of my head when it comes to Ryan Brown, not to hijack this segment.
Okay.
ASM 24 and 25, excuse me, the Kindred covers.
Mm-hmm.
Dope freaking covers. And they're not regular covers though. I think they're like store exclusives, I think, but they're dope. And then what was the other one? Oh god, I just lost it.
I know for he did Very Gary's last run.
That's what I was just about to say. That yep.
Shit was dope.
Yeah. Yeah.
So shout out to Ryan Brown.
Great art, man. Really good art. He killed it on that one.
But this is this one's okay. This doesn't if you told me like this, well, obviously we do know it's Ryan Brown, but like this doesn't really look like his artwork to me. So this is a little different. This looks like really like kind of like watercolor type. It doesn't look like it to me. You know what ruins this cover for me? It's not the art, because the art is cool. I'm not the biggest Scream fan, but I'm so sick of these King in Black logos.
Yes.
I honestly, at this point, I'm a huge Null fan, but at this point, I can't wait for this thing to be over now. They've killed it at this point.
I agree with you with that little frame thing. It's been tiring already, man, seeing that shit. But yeah, man, here we have Scream, issue number 1, King in Black tie-in, man, as a runner up here from Mike Morello, man. So, man, we got another runner up, and the next runner up is going to be Vampirella versus Purgatory, issue number 1, the E cover, guys. The E cover done by Marco Mastrasso by Dynamite, guys. Mastrasso, this is Broski's artist right here. Broski been talking about this artist.
This one you can't find at LCS. A lot of them get A and B covers, ratio variants, but this E is an E cover. I think this is going to be something later down the road, like low printed, I guess, because of the amount that they have to choose from. I was able to pick up 2 from a FOC list, our FOC list. We do it as well as be able to pre-order myself. But I knew this book was going to be a scarce one. There is a black and white ratio and a virgin, but that's different. That's just, I think Store Exclusive was going towards his. But remind you, this is just a regular E cover. So this one you could find for, was it $3.99 or $4.99? $3.99. It's up top on the left.
Yeah.
But dope ass underrated artist. I think he's Italian or something like that.
Yeah.
What you think, Josh?
So, it's a dope cover. Vampirella is not really my thing, but like I like the artwork. I wish again, not to go off topic here, I wish Dynamite would do something other than either Vampirella, Red Sonja, or Vampirella and Red Sonja, or versus Red Sonja, or whatever it is. But I don't know, because I think they've got talent, but like it's just the same thing over and over and over with them.
Yeah, but so as far as this cover here with Mastrasso, I'm finding all these Italian artists is very similar, like they with these paintings and stuff like that. And awesome artists, very talented, very talented. So shout out to Mastrasso, man. Good pick there as a runner up, man.
Probably like I would say, like country wise, they're probably the ones killing it the most overall. Is all the Italians.
Yeah, definitely. All right, so those were our runner-ups, man, for Cover Fire of the week, man. But we still have some stiff competition, man. First stiff competition is going to be Guardians of the Galaxy 12B cover, Man-Thing variant, and Mike Morello. Oh, my God, I'm going to get on you, man, because these Man-Thing covers, I'm so tired of seeing 2, man, but nonetheless, it is a nice cover. It is a decent cover out of all the Man-Thing variants. I'll give you that. You know what I mean? Cover done by Megan Hetrick, man. Yeah, guys, what do you think, bro?
At least it doesn't have Man-Thing really on it.
That's true.
I was thinking Christmas when I saw this. I see a tree, in the hair, and I see the lights going around. So I think this is the Christmas tree variant. So I don't see no Man-Thing. I see Christmas.
Oh, man.
I'll tell you this, though. There's 2 Man-Thing variants. This one isn't that bad, and I'm not just saying this because it's on our show, but like there's 2 other ones that aren't that bad. And the Spider-Man one that just came out actually isn't that bad. And then there's one upcoming, I think it's on FOC this week, where there's like a mini-man thing. And that one's kind of, it's okay too, but I don't know. I don't know where they're going with this whole man thing.
I just wanted to just die out. That's it, man. I'm tired of it, man, for real. So, man, as a second stiff competition is going to be Deja Thoris, man. Deja Thoris 11.
And Universe X said it right there. Maybe some Deja Thoris. Look at him.
There you go. Listen, Deja Thoris, issue number 11, C cover, man, by Dynamite, man. A cover done by Joseph Michael Linsner. And, dude, this cover right here, man, all I'm seeing is cheeks. That's all I got to say. Cheeks, man.
Cheeks in a fucking lion.
I like this. I have a like one of those retro, and not necessarily for Zeta, but I get a vibe like that because it looks like an old school art thing for me like that. So
yeah, Lester is a very underrated artist. Another one that's very underrated that does a lot of female art, and he does Deja Thoris. He done what's it called Elvira. He's done I think it was like he did Red Sonja. He did a lot of different female artists. So he's a very talented female artist when it comes to drawing. You gotta give it up to him.
Yeah, definitely. What you think, Josh?
Love it.
Enough said. That's it, yo. Don't cover. I
don't read it, but love the cover.
Yeah, definitely. So our last book of the Cover Fire is gonna be Year Zero, man. Year Zero from Upshot, man. Volume 2, issue number 5, and this is an A cover done by Carl Andrews, yo. Nice, dope Hawaii. Shout out to the Doom. This is a Doom variant right here, you know. So, dope little zombie cover there. I enjoy it. I like it. I think I have the first couple issues of the first volume of Year Zero, but I didn't pick anything up from volume 2. So, what do you guys think?
This one reminds me of Dead Island. When I played that video game, this gives me a Dead Island kind of vibe. You know, it's just looking at it. That's the first thing that popped in my head. And that's a dope. It's different. It's completely different. You know, it's not your average. The background scene of the volcano mountain, that's dope. I like that. I like the sun and everything. The detail is just awesome.
Okay. What about you, Josh?
I was gonna say the same thing. It reminds me of Dead Island 2, the trailer Dead Island 2, which never came out. But you know, where he's jogging through the street and it's like funny zombies and he's like falling apart as he's jogging. That's kind of what it reminds me of. I think that's Doom in the picture, actually.
You see, Universe X says King Kong gonna snatch come on the island. I can see that.
Shout out to Mike Morello, man. Again, man, shout out to everybody within CBSI, guys, comicbookinvest.com. Check them out, guys. Definitely tune in and check out their other articles, man. Because they don't only do cover tunes, they don't do them cover fire, cover tunes. They also do new comic book day lists that my man's over there in Pressable Defects do on YouTube. And then my man Thoro, you know, I'm co-hosting with him over there doing the indie spotlight. So definitely check those out. There's other things, and also the hot 10 list from Tales from the Flip Side too, guys. All right, so comicbookinvest.com again. All right.
And not just that, the indie spotlight, man. There's some fantastic reads coming out lately, and some good reads out there. So check that out. And you and Thoro, you guys break it down pretty good. When I don't get a chance to watch it live, I try to watch the rewind. So yeah, appreciate
that. Yeah, definitely. And then with Uncle Roman kicking his little jokes and Biggs, with his knowledge. So it's pretty dope. Yeah, definitely. So yeah, man. Let me see me catch up a little bit with the. Well, he said, "Oh, there go Mike Morello in the chat there. I hate them theme covers, but I couldn't deny this one." All right, there you go, man. Listener is super nice guy. Listen, we got to talk about that man thing, though, Morello. You hear me, that man thing? So yeah, guys, man. So there goes Mike Morello, man. Definitely follow my IG too, man. All right. So we're gonna do our comic day reviews, man. You know what I mean? So our comic day reviews from this week. Our picks were 5 books. It was gonna be 4, but we end up doing it, adding ASM 62 in there, for obvious reasons, because we read them. We read it. What was it, last week? Right? Was it last week or the week before?
No, like 2 weeks ago.
I think 2 weeks ago was it? Yeah, 2 weeks. Yeah.
So we just had to give it another chance, and we'll talk about it when we get to that book. All right, guys. So let me see if I'm sharing the right screen. Bam. Yeah, there we go. All right, so these are the 5 books that we picked for this week, man, for us to review, and it's going to be Alien issue number 1, We have Teen Titan Academy #1, Carnage, Black, White, and Blood issue #1, Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man issue #62, and Detective Comics 1034, guys. All right, so those are the 5 books, and we're gonna start off. Let's see which one. All right, we're gonna start off with Carnage, man. Carnage, Black, White, and Blood is #1. What's up, bro?
Yo, can I gotta start with this. I gotta start.
Go ahead, bro. This is you. Go ahead.
So I was so excited for this book. Like so excited for this book.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe I should have went back and like read the previews a little bit better. Maybe I didn't, I just forgot. But the best thing about this book is this cover.
Yeah.
And that's it. Because this book, in my opinion, is straight trash. Like the whole way through. First of all, when I actually got it in hand on Tuesday, I flipped through it real quick. I'm like, oh shit, it's 3 stories. I'm like, okay, this isn't going to be good right off the bat. Now, thankfully, side note, I was going to get the 1 in 25, and what's up, James? And the 1 in 50. And one of my stores, I don't want to say he denied me, but like, we'll just say he denied me, and I'm glad he did. Because I would have been pissed had I spent money on those incentives and for this. Because, first of all, the stories are really short. I don't know what the first story is trying to convey at all. Like at least, I think it's like, you know, Carnage is fighting, you know, Cloak and Dagger.
Yeah. Like
in the present, but he's like.
It takes place a couple years before, it says, a few years ago. And then he takes place in fighting with a Dagger. No, Cloak. Right? Cloak. Yeah.
Well, Cloak and Dagger there.
Yeah, well, Dagger just finished fucking him up, and then he's having a conversation with Cloak. Yeah.
Right. So, but like, you know, the Carnage symbiote is telling Cletus like stories from the past. And like, it's kind of like, it's kind of implied that like, he's telling him a story from like back in like, I would assume like Roman days or something like that.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what, like kind of like how Carnage and Shriek are kind of like joined together. Like this Carnage symbiote like was back in the day also kind of like bonded to like some other one. It makes like 0 sense to me, like whatsoever. That's story #1. Story #2 is like a dope Western story, but it's not even really a story. It's just like some like bounty hunter Western, you know, like in the late 1800s, I'm assuming, tracking down the Carnage symbiote. But it's really the Carnage symbiote almost luring him because it wants to bond to him and it can feed better off of, you know, people because this guy's a bounty hunter and it's more, I don't know. And then this third story, whoa.
How many stories is this?
It was 3 stories. 3 stories. I wanted to add to the second story because I kind of find the second story the best one out of all 3, and it's not even saying much because it's not even a good one. But it was badass. It was badass. How he was hunting for Carnage himself, right? Because he's a hunter, like he's a bounty hunter, right? Like you said. I think he is, and I think he captures or he goes out looking for serial killers because he mentions a couple serial killers and stuff like that. So he catches up to Carnage into like a cave or something like that or whatever, and all along it just ends up Carnage luring him to him or whatever, so he can take over as his, you know, the host or whatever. And the last layout, man, the last layout of that was pretty badass when he was Carnageized. There you go. That shit was sick, man. Let me just highlight you real quick, man. I'm gonna have to share this shit again, but hold on, it's worth it. There you go. It's pretty dope. That's badass, man. That right there was badass to me when I saw that. So, yeah. Right.
Yeah. So, I mean, with the first 2 stories, I don't know what universe this takes place in. Obviously, it's not Earth.
It's a timeline, I think. It's a timeline. It goes from like medieval times to Western times to like
but I'm talking about
some weird ass freaking shit.
I'm telling you, but it doesn't happen in Earth in 616 or whatever, because it can't, because the symbiote they don't exist that far in the past. Carnage is born from Venom.
Yeah.
You know, so whatever. That's neither here nor there. But the third story, okay, if I need to like pick up something extra to read a book other than like other books, like can you at least give me a forewarning that I need a freaking Dungeons and Dragons
dice
to read the story? I mean, Christ.
So what's going on? I haven't opened it. So tell me more about this, Josh, because I
even
like.
So it's a choose your own adventure.
Yes.
Oh, really?
But you have to. But it is, but it isn't, because you have to roll the dice to see which panel you go to next. And I read about 3 pages of this, and I'm like, oh, not happening. Like, and he's fighting like giraffes and elephant. Like I thought this was like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles for a minute. I'm like, this is just fucking stupid.
I enjoy the concept of that little. You have to go to different panels to see the outcome of that panel. I enjoyed that part, but the story did suck. It did suck. It did suck. I didn't understand it. I don't know. I thought it was trash. Save yourself a read from that, James. Don't read that part. You know?
All right. So yeah, I won't read it.
So you can take back to your LCS.
I'll tell you this, like, this is one that I almost kind of want to take back because, like, I don't want it in my collection. Other than this cover, they got everybody. I mean, they got everybody or most people on the ASM 55 because of that cover. People going after this cover probably scooped up a bunch of them. I scooped up a couple, of course. I didn't think it was going to be like worth a lot of money or anything like that, but just in case, I picked up a couple. And I'll tell you, I highly doubt this book is going to be worth anything for people who are just in it for that. So,
yo, I agree, man. A couple of shout outs there in the chat, man. Shout out to everybody sticking with us. What's up, MannyNYC, man? We got the Game Hunter. What's going on? Marco's Big Droops 13. What's cracking, fellas? What I missed? Listen, man. Just a bad start here with Carnage. That's all you missed.
Highly disappointed. And there's 3 more of these to come.
Yeah, I don't know.
Sounds exciting.
Yeah, basically, yeah, Universe, man. You just bought that for cover price. Exactly, for the cover. Just for the cover. You know what I mean? So yeah, man. So we're moving on, man, from there, man. We're gonna move on from Carnage, man. So let's see what was next. The thing is Alien, if I'm not mistaken. Alien #1, guys, man. And you know, just talking about the cover right now of Patrick Gleason's cover, which is a dope cover. One of my favorite covers out of the run.
It's also a great read too.
It was a good read. I didn't really understand much, you know what I mean? I felt like it was just a little too slow for me. I don't know. Yeah, you know what it is? I feel like I needed some aliens. I need some xenomorphs. Give me some xenomorphs.
There's some stuff I want to talk about on this.
All right, so, no, definitely. You know, I'll give you the floor for this one. You know what?
Yeah.
This is you. Go ahead, bro.
All right. If you ever want somebody to work on a translated property from one company to another, so for example, if you take Star Wars and bring in the Marvel, in the same thing they do with Alien, they got Salvador LaRocca to translate this, and that is a smart move because he does art and storytelling very good, and I really dig it. You know, like this is probably the best cover. Like like a side note, like I noticed something on my comic shop where the 1 in 500 retail incentives, they were like 120, but they're graded at like a 6.0, which probably tells me that they got their shipment. And I'm not sure Josh got the same thing in his shop or anything like that. Like I
don't think they ordered that much for Josh's shop.
I don't know Josh, man, but it's like my guess is it's gonna be a hard thing to grade as a 9.8. No doubt. Based on the fact, no shit. Based on the facts, it's a black cover. But like, especially for the retailer incentives, the 1 in 500s, it's gonna be a pain in the ass. The story is actually pretty good. It reminded me of it's very similar to 28 Days Later. You know, like the opening part.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
Like they were trying to, that whole deal. And I was like, all right. And of course, like the one thing that really helps the story out a lot, and they finally got away from 2 words in this entire like franchise. Ellen Ripley. They really they didn't bring up her name once in this book at all, and that helps because you need more originality in a franchise to breathe life into. And they use he's a different character who pretty much it's not a spoiler, but he survived. He's pretty much come out of this whole I guess his capture.
We should be trapped with aliens.
Yeah. Like, and it basically it's focused more on like how he's getting over this right now, and it's pretty good story. I'm looking forward to it, like more of it, because like I said, if you need somebody to work on a franchise for your company, hire Salvador LaRocca. He's definitely up there for me, like the respected and not collected kind of artist, and it's really good stuff.
Okay, so expect that coming through soon on East West.
But no doubt.
Yeah, bro.
I agree with Keem because this book actually I never read Alien books. I never read them before. I do have a couple of my collection that I got for cheap that look pretty cool covers, but don't get you on the fact with Carnage being a shitty ass book. This goes to the opposite. This one's actually a read with the guy Gabriel Cruz, who
yes,
I think he has something in his system, and I have a feeling what it is. And his sons, he had one son, I think his name was Lucas.
Yeah, Lucas.
Yeah, and he has his son Danny. So Danny is playing opposite of what he's been working with, and basically, like he's retired, and because due to the situation of him of his father, Gabriel, and it leads to the end is kind of a cliffhanger that makes you want to actually pick up issue number 2 because of the breakout and everything that happened. So that's what you like from a story, especially being in issue 1, what it leads you on to getting issue 2. And unlike the other one, this one, I will pick up issue 2, and I'll pick up the Stephanie Hans cover as well. Going on to the next one.
There you go. And what about you, Josh?
I read this right before we came on. I wasn't going to read it. I just read it for Mike. It was good. It was pretty good. I'm not the biggest Aliens fan. I mean, I've seen every movie, a few times, whatnot. But I don't think you really need a big alien knowledge base to follow what's going on here. I mean, it certainly helps. I mean, really the only character in here is Bishop that I think, comes over from the movies, and, he plays a very, very small role in it. And they kind of give you a little quick synopsis of the most important things that happen. This definitely takes place after,
it's like a timeline.
Yeah. All the movies. But, I mean, it's good for what it is for an introductory issue. It's a little bit, I don't want to say it's oversized. It's not. It's just a little bit bigger than I think a normal issue.
No.
But it was good. It like James and Gomez says, it leaves it off on a nice cliffhanger. Like after, not to spoil it, but after they get away from like the little conflict between Gabriel and Lucas, it really picks up to what Lucas is doing, like that whole scene and how, I mean, not that this would be a spoiler either, but how the aliens are going to obviously play a role in this series. Will I pick up issue 2? Yeah, maybe. I mean, it's fine. I'm not an alien guy, like I said, but it's a good read.
There you go. Same thing. So look, the chat is agreeing. Errol Meister is saying I enjoy Alien number, especially seeing an HR Geiger female design. Listen, man, I'm gonna tell you one thing, man. I really enjoyed watching like my man Josh said, Bishop. Even though I called him James Woods. He looked like the guy that like James Woods. I don't know his name. You know what I'm talking about.
It's James Woods. No, so yeah, go ahead.
Nah, it was just dope seeing those old, that character on comic. You know what I mean? And pretty dope, man. Just xenomorphs. Give me xenomorphs, man. That's all. Yeah. That's all I want.
I think that'll come around pretty soon, especially next issue. But reading this issue, just my last words on this. But reading this issue got me thinking of it probably is a good time to actually start looking at Dark Horse Alien books to see what they bring into canon, because they might be pulling the same thing they did with Star Wars, if they're aiming for that direction of like staying away from the Ellen Ripley stuff, which is good because you get tired of the Ellen Ripley stuff, thinking that she is going to be end all be all. You need original characters for something like this, and it'll help.
Yo, all I gotta say is, man, you see they got aliens now. Marvel, Predator 2 is gonna come. Look, my man Josh showed the book.
Josh,
so that's a good book, bro.
You're speaking of the converted, bro.
Yeah, so just keep in mind, bro, there is a book where there's an Alien versus Predator. That's all I gotta say. So you know what I mean?
Yep, there you go. Make sure it's first printing too. Gotta make sure those. But yeah, like I think the dark, even the side stories for like the Dark Horse stuff, that's something to spec on, because those are dollar books, man. Those will change quickly depending on what Marvel does with this Alien title.
Yeah, definitely, man. So we're moving on from Alien issue number 1, man, which is over here we all gave it a thumbs up. You know what I mean? It was a good read. You know what I mean? It's gonna be Teen Titan Academy issue number 1. This right here, was an okay. Yeah.
Oh, I haven't even read it yet.
In my opinion, I don't know, but I'm not speaking for everybody here. I'm just saying for me.
You have me hyped up, and all of a sudden you just let me down.
I got that little kid vibe. I got like.
That's exactly what it was. It was okay.
Yeah, I got the little kid vibe for this book right here. They haven't revealed Red X yet. Still haven't revealed them yet. We know now that there's been we know now that Robin's the first Red X supposedly in this universe. And then it was like two other ones after. Now this is a third one out here, and we don't know who he is. They just show him wearing a mask at the end, looking at himself in the mirror as the last panel. So whether they put him on issue 2, we don't know. You know, I'll read it just to see. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he got a mask like with King of the Golden State with the white beater on the last panel.
But yo, Broski, you read this, right?
I read bits and pieces. I kind of like skimmed through it. I had to reread it, and to be honest, it looks like Nightwing and Starfire are the head leaders of the Academy. And it to me, I read it. And great art, interior art, you know, but coloring. But I have to reread it because it looks like you're trying to train them, and then they have like a kind of like a training room with Red X hologram, and Nightwing's trying to show his ass off, and you know, any questions and shit, just trying to show off. And the kids are just looking at him, whoa, and then all of a sudden, you know, I guess it's Nightwing's birthday, Mr. Dick Grayson, so they do a little surprise birthday party on his ass. So yeah, so that's pretty much what I got. Cake and X.
Yo, I mean, probably they have so many different academies. They have Gotham Academy.
It is, but it's certainly not as good.
No, not near it. Not near it.
I'm gonna be disappointed when
you might. Don't put your expectations towards Strange. Try to compare it to Strange Academy because you ain't gonna get that. That's all.
The thing is, there's parts in this book though that like I don't want to say they're really good, but they have like potential to be really good. But the overall story is not. If that makes any sense. Like
so, there's nuggets of foundation there.
There's pieces of a foundation.
Okay.
Certain characters are pretty interesting. I want to see more
like Gorilla Greg.
No, Gorilla Greg. DJ Greg. No, Gorilla Greg. No, not him. But Prick. Not Prick. What's his name? Is it Prick? That's Brick. It's Brick.
Maybe I should read this right now.
Nah, read it. It's called. His name is Brick. I don't know much anything else about his name because they don't go into too much. But his powers look kind of crazy in the book. He has some potential to, you know, like whoop some ass, you know. So
that's like Strange Academy. You got this new guy, like when they had Emily Bright coming into it, like Tubi.
Okay, see, yeah, broski, you're right.
It's kind of like you're bringing this hidden character that no one knows. And that happens with Emily Bright on the Strange Academy. So it's kind of like almost a similar way, but a different way of telling the story, but identical. So I don't like that. You know, like we go back to like want something new, and I don't like that they're doing this right now because they're trying to get new characters like Marvel did in a way. But I'll still give it a read, a thorough read since I bought the motherfucking thing. So there it is. There's James.
That panel is dope.
Yeah, that shit is dope. The art in the book is pretty good. It's pretty good.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Thanks, Gomez. I appreciate that. Thanks for pointing that out, buddy.
I wonder if this takes place in the main universe or not. Like, and you know, obviously, I don't know about this because I don't read a lot of DC books outside of Batman, but like Dick Grayson and Starfire are a couple.
They've been a couple for a while.
They've been a couple for like 90 years.
Okay.
90 years. Yeah, but I'll tell you one thing though, Josh. I'll tell you one thing. I don't know if it's in continuity, like together with the main universe, but I know that Nightwing does mention Bloodhaven in the book. So whether or not.
What about Barbara?
What about her?
Yeah, that's on his Nightwing story. That's what he's talking about.
Oh.
So he's playing.
They did mention Barbara.
The ladies like dick, man. What do you want?
Oh, yeah.
All right, we're gonna move on for Teen Titans Academy. That shit number 1, man. All right, I thought it was okay. It was an okay read. Okay read.
I'll read it in a little bit.
You know what I mean? So, thanks to the next. There you go. All right, so next book we're going to review is basically ASM 62. And this book, honestly, was a last throw-in for Josh, because honestly speaking, I wasn't even going to put this in. But Josh was like, you know what? Might as well put it in. We did.
It was better than the last one, though.
It was. He said to put it in because, you know, we did read this for 61. So, you know, I was like, fuck it. Might as well. I enjoyed it. You know what, man? Just again, man, with the side story now, it's coming into the main story now. Because the 61 was more the Kingpin story about him getting into trying to, you know, get Boomerang for his own reasons was a side story. Now it's becoming more of a main story. And what do you think, Josh, about this one?
Okay, so again, I'll say it for like the trillionth time. I don't know what Nick Spencer's. Jesus.
What the hell is that?
Somebody with a loud exhaust. I don't know what Nick Spencer's obsession with Boomerang and Gog are, but I was really hoping that they killed Gog off in the beginning of this, and Boomerang, to be honest with you. But I was never rooting for Deadshot more to do that. But you know,
Bullseye.
I mean, I'm sorry, Bullseye. But once they get past like that part in the story and get into like, you know, the parts with Kingpin and Robbie Robertson and Tombstone, like it definitely gets better. It's still not good, like very good. It's okay. I just don't know where this story is going, and it just seems like they've been telling this same story for like 30 issues or something like that. But it, you know, the twist at the end, I mean, not really much happens from the last issue. I mean, we'll get into spoilers here. Yeah,
go ahead.
So real quick, so it ended at 61 ended where Kingpin was trying to have Gog taken out, you know, because that would affect Boomerang, you know, and Bullseye shoots Gog's collar off, which controls how big Gog is. So Gog becomes really big, and they have to get the collar back on him, which
control his size or whatever,
and to get him back down to a smaller size. Kind of like throwing a condom on, I guess. But anyway, so but then when it goes over to Kingpin and Robbie and Randy Robertson, I mean, it's cool. There's some banter back and forth between Robbie and
JJ
J. Jonah Jameson, and then you just get into Kingpin talking with Kindred, which isn't very long, and then him sending Tombstone out to kill Robbie. But the cool thing at the end, and I like how they play it in the panels, is Robbie, or I'm sorry,
Randy.
No, Robbie. Yeah, Robbie is handed a folder.
Oh yeah.
Because they have like a camera or something.
Because they've been following the new Beetle.
Right. Yeah. And the new Beetle is Tombstone's daughter.
Yes.
So Tombstone is on his way to go kill Randy, and he sees his daughter with Randy, and his father opens up the folder and sees his son kissing Tombstone's daughter. So it's gotta be, I mean, where they take this story, I don't know if it'll be good. But.
Got a little CW-ish at the end there, you know. With that.
So this entire run, Josh, this is all Nick Spencer, right?
All Nick Spencer. Yeah.
Like, whatever happened to Nick Spencer, man? I mean, like, has anybody ever read The Fix by him?
No.
That's a great series. It's an Image series from like, God, this is like, I guess back when he started working with doing the Captain America stuff. And if you ever get a chance, read The Fix. That is some really good Nick Spencer writing. I mean, every time I hear you review about Amazing Spider-Man. Not that I don't believe you, Josh. It's just I'm just astounded that he's just not that good on doing like mainstream stuff.
You know, when he broke away from Boomerang and went to Kindred for a little while, like it was much better. But for some reason, he just like he either like really hates him and loves to piss us all off by putting this guy in. Because in the last book, he kind of says that in a way, kind of breaks the fourth wall. I just don't know what his obsession with Boomerang is. It's like a weird character.
I don't know either.
This was pretty dope, though. I thought for a minute that they had maybe changed the new suit.
That would have been dope.
Which is definitely better than what it looks like, but they didn't. It's just kind of in the shadows.
Boo.
Yeah. Boo or Boo Earns. Jeez.
Yo, comics are great, man. What's going on? Louis the 13th, man. What is going on? Hip hop in me has a good point there. You know, my man saying I was on Sin Eater and I've been reading. I want more. My man Peter, man. There you go, man. Listen, man. I'll let your boy Nick. Tell her for us, bro. Tell her for us. So yeah, man. Yeah, you go, man. So this one right here, we give it a meh. I give it a meh. You know what I mean?
Better than the last one, but not by
it was better than the last one.
Yes.
All right, so we're gonna move on, man. We're gonna move on to our last book, and to me, this was out of the 5 books that we picked. It was my favorite read on this one. It was Detective Comics 1034, and not for the main purposes of just the main story, but the side story. If y'all read Batman 108, the what is it? The side story, the last story, I think the epilogue or whatever of that issue. Basically was about Damian.
106.
106, excuse me, 106. My bad. That was part 1 of Damian basically going on his own, and it was an awesome story. And then this right here, Detective 1034, is a continuation to that. And on this one, man, Josh, you read this? What you thought of the main story?
I thought the main story was good.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember it because I read this a long time ago at this point. I mean, it was okay. It's definitely more of this like leading up to future state stuff with, you know, all the like the main, you know, super villains kind of gone and all these gangs taking over, like named in like the, you know, the super villains honor. So these is like, you know, this party gets busted in by like a crew of jokers or futuristic jokers.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, this whole story is about Bruce kind of readjusting after losing his fortune and, you know, you know, adjusting to his new neighbors. And he's got some woman neighbor who's like a really like bubbly, like friendly neighbor.
Yeah.
Wants to bring him to like a party. Yeah. I mean, it's good for as boring as that might sound. And I'm trying to remember what happens after the whole party.
Well, while you figure that out, man, but there was parts in it before that where it explains how Batman is broke, but he's still, you know, he don't have a Batcave no more. So throughout Gotham City, he has underground little mini Batcaves throughout the city, and which is badass, man. I thought it was, and they show him basically building it. You know what I mean? So it was pretty dope when I saw that.
Sewers. In the sewers.
Yeah. So you found what you was going to talk about?
I'm trying to remember. Somebody gets killed, and I can't remember exactly how.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, I mean, it's it's a good main story. I can't remember.
It is a good story. You know, Bruce was basically forced to this damn party like a block party, basically. You know, and after that, what's going on, Ultra Maximus? Thank you for stopping by, bro. I see you. How it ended. Who is that mirror?
Where?
Was the last panel of the main story.
This?
Who is that?
Here?
Yes. What else?
No, there.
I don't know. Is that?
Not sure who that is, but yeah, I found that interesting when I saw that. I was like, damn, all right, I want more. I want to know what the hell is going on in Gotham City. So yeah, you know, it left basically what happened was after the party, you know, something happened the next day that somebody ended up missing. I think there was the bubbly girl that Josh was talking about that ended up missing.
Yeah, Sarah.
Yeah, Sarah. So now I guess Bruce is gonna go with detective mode next issue to find out who and what happened to Sarah. But I think that guy in the last panel has something to do with it. What you said?
Is it Thomas Elliott?
Don't know.
He kind of looks like Bruce a little bit.
Don't know, bro.
Hair.
We're not gonna say who it is.
So this title's written by 2 writers, right? Like Williamson and Tamaki.
This one was written by Miracle Tamaki. The main story, art by Dan Mora, beautiful. The second story was Joshua William. What is it? Williamson, I think it is. Yeah.
He's a nail biter writer.
Yeah, but he's been killing it with this Damien story. I tell you that, man. Basically, it's about Damien breaking out of. He wants to just not be part of anything about Bruce Batman. He's so basically his mother Talia takes him under his wing, under her wing, I should say. And trying to be basically bring back the League of Assassins, because the League of Assassins is basically dead. But while doing that, him meeting his mother or whatever, he encounters some other type of assassins. League, I should say, from
the League of Lazarus.
The League of Lazarus, basically. Yeah. And then finding out, I wrote this down basically. Talia explains that the demon heads in Empire basically had 3 classes, which was the League of Shadows, League of Assassins, and League of Lazarus. So those were the 3.
And the League of Lazarus rebelled early on.
And they forgot to mention the League of Their Own, basically, The
writer Mariko Tamaki's from the Bay Area, so I gotta say shout out to her.
Yeah. Okay. Shout out.
That's a little representation right there, Gomez. Right? Huh, broski?
Yeah. Come on, bro.
When on, I think League of Their Own broke away when Rosie O'Donnell got put in charge. I think she killed Madonna.
But yeah, so basically, Talia's telling Damien, and shout out to Joshua Williamson, because this is not Tamaki, this is a separate story. Basically, Talia's basically telling Damien, listen, if you really want this, you really have to prove yourself that you basically you have no parts of Batman or whatever. So this is during this conversation, it's a short story. It was a very short story, this one. During this conversation, it was like in a helicopter or whatever, and then it breaks away from him not being in the helicopter with her anymore to him jumping out and into a Robin suit, right? He had some dope ass Robin suit in the last panel. So we'll see what happens there.
Is he still cool with Batman, even though he broke away with him? Because I haven't been catching up with the story.
Been kind of shaky ever since Alfred died, right?
It's
like he divorced his parents kind of situation. Is this what it is?
I still think it's planned. He's going in there hey, let's tell her that I'm pissed off at Dad. Yeah. But the art on this is really good. I think it's Melnikov, I think is his name.
Yeah, Melnikov.
Yeah.
Gleb
Melnikov. Dope job. But after each, I don't know if you want to continue, Mike. Go
ahead, bro. Yeah, I said what I said.
Out of the helicopter, they're talking about there's a tournament where they put their best. I guess we're gonna have a Mortal Kombat.
There's a tournament. Yes.
I love those tournaments
against the leagues. We'll see which was more and more down against the Assassin Shadows or the Lazarus. So we'll see.
So the League of Shadows has their own guy, and I've never seen this guy before, so I'm assuming it's a first appearance at the end of this book. And it's cool. It's what better way to take out with a Robin?
Hold up, I got you, bro. I got you. Yes, the last panel is that right there. It is a brand new character. We don't know who that is.
Hawk,
dude. This is Hawk.
Where's Animal?
Oh my God, Jesus.
No.
But what's really cool is, and I hope they do this with the Punchline story. Probably not, but now there is no more continuation of this Robin story in Detective or Batman. Now it starts with
it tells you at the end right there, man. Robin number 1.
So I'm all about this.
Yeah,
kid gloves are off.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see the Hawk character getting into beef with my man my man Damien. But yeah, man, those were our reviews, man, for what is it? This week over here in East West.
And real quick, I'm not gonna go through this. Harley Quinn, number 1.
That was your honorable mention. Okay, you read it?
Well, yeah, I read it. Not good.
Doo-doo?
It's just like, again, it kind of like with Spider-Man, it's like, all right, how many times are we going to tell the story? She's broken up with Joker and she's trying to figure out who she is. You know, like, all right, well, get to where you're going, please. Like, can we stop like telling the same freaking story? The art inside this is not great. I don't know. It's the ending is kind of cool. I mean, the last page is kind of cool, but other than that, it's like, I don't know. I think they should have just left Harley alone for a little while. They're not going to do that.
They're not. Yeah, that's like telling Marvel to leave Deadpool alone for a while.
Yeah. All right. Before we move on and cut this off, end this. I really do want to grade these books, man. So first off, we're gonna grade is basically Carnage, Black, White, and Blood. I'm gonna start this off. I'm gonna give this one here. I'm gonna give it a 4. Art. It's gonna be different from what I've read. The art I enjoy a little bit more than the story. I give the art, especially the middle story of that cowboy. What we showed you earlier, when that little splash page. That art to me, it got like an 8. You know what I mean? The art, but story wise, it was 4. I keep it a 4. So that's mine. Bros, you read this, Broski, or you didn't read this? Read this.
Yeah, I'll give it a 1-0. Doo-doo.
Oh damn! Okay. Yo, Josh.
0.5 qualified because it doesn't include a freaking 6-sided dice. A 1d6 dice.
There you go. Hey, well, and I don't think James read this right now.
No grade, coverless there.
No grade. There you go. All right, man. So we're moving on to Alien issue number 1. And James, you can start this one off. What you grade this one?
Oh, this one's an easy 9.6 for me, man. I mean, this one, I don't know. I mean, I like, when you finally take a property and finally throw some originality to it instead of going with like, Alien, Ellen Ripley again. Ellen Ripley died. Bring her back as like half alien, half Ellen Ripley. I'm tired of that shit. Give me, because like they're aliens all over the place, and I like this. So 9.6 for me, no doubt.
Sweet, man. Josh.
I go back and forth between like a 7.5 and an 8. It was good. It didn't blow me away. I mean, but it was good.
Yeah. All right. So, Broski, you read this or no?
Yeah, I read this one. I give it a 9.0. Only because it leads me to get an issue 2 to see what's about. Told you guys at the beginning I'm getting issue 2. Probably pick up one cover of Stephanie Hans and read it and see what's about, because I'm a little bit tempted of what's going on with Gabriel Cruz and his son, I believe Danny. See what's going on with the cliffhanger of the situation that happened at the very end when they broke into the area. So yeah,
nice, good. I was gonna go with an 8.0, but I'm going with an 8.5 just for the simple fact of this cover. This cover right here is a dope cover, and I agree with Morello. This should be a cover of the week. Good one, good pick. So story wise, it was good read. I enjoyed it. So with that, it was going to be an 8.0 alone, but this cover helped.
Submit this book as soon as possible, man, because like 9.8s are going to be a pain in the ass to get.
Nah.
What does Short Box Bernie say? Art was okay, but it was in the shop. Had for $20 still on shelf.
But here's the question. Okay, but so if you're reading a variant, you give it a lower grade because it's not the same cover?
No.
Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
No. I just read it. It was a good story. It was gonna go to 8. Just gave it an extra point because I gotta, it's the cover did it for me too. It was a little plus. That's what I'm saying. All right. So we're gonna go from Alien over there to Teen Titans Academy. And Josh, you start this off. What you grade this for him?
5.5, I'd say. Again, there's something there where it could be decent going forward. Yeah. A lot of filler and fluff. I don't know where this is going. It could be good. It could be. So I'll put it right in the middle.
Okay. All right. So you got a 5.5. James didn't read this. Right?
Well, based off what I heard, I'd probably go 6.0. And I mean, like, I'm gonna read it like once we're done here, like, or later on today, and just give my own feel on it. But based on what Josh was talking about, I'm probably gonna. I mean, it sounds like a 6.0 type of book to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Broski.
Yeah. I think. I'm gonna give it
Yeah, boy. Give it 1,000. Yeah, boy. No. Yeah, but I give it myself. I give it a 6.5. I kind of agree. With Josh, it made me want more. The art in here, I thought it was pretty damn dope, as you saw this last panel. So yeah, I'm fucking still wanting ever since Future State. I want to know who the hell is Red X, bro. Let's stop teasing, bro. Stop teasing.
Copy 801. You give this a 7.5 out of 10. Are you talking about this book or are you talking about another book? You know what the thing is though? I'm not mad that they haven't showed us who Red X is.
Neither am I. I'm glad they haven't.
In the way of, if they were drawing it out in a way where it's, oh, this is dope, and like, yeah, just keep his identity a secret like a little bit longer, I would be okay with that. But like, again, they're all over the place, and at this point you're just like, just tell me who it is.
Yeah. And yeah, copy 801. I agree. We read Future State over here. We read Future State, and yeah, I just want to know. I gotta know. You know what I'm saying? Like my man as Zoris, man. Zoris, man. You know what I'm saying, homie? Come on, bro. Stop playing games over there, DC. That's what I'm saying. All right, man. So we're moving on from there, from Teen Titans Academy to ASM 62. Broski, I was gonna let him go first, but I'll go first on this one. Dude, you know what, man? I'm gonna give it a 5.5. I give it a 5.5 in my opinion. I thought it was it wasn't a boring read, but it was just not my type of read. You know what I mean? Nick Spencer, I don't know if he's trying to change his style up, because according to what James is saying, he does amazing things. But I find it, I don't know, too kiddish for me.
It is.
You know what I mean?
That's probably the problem if it's too kiddish, because like I said, the fix is far from kiddish.
Yeah, this is kiddish.
That's probably what is the problem with that title.
So that's what I give it, a 5.5. Josh, what do you give it?
I'm gonna give it a 5.5 also. I can't remember what I gave issue 61, but whatever I gave 61, I gave it a half grade higher. That's what I gave it. Like, no offense to Nick Spencer, like, I'm sorry, like maybe he needs to go on to something else, but if you're not gonna put Donnie Cates on this, put Chip Zdarsky on this, and bring ASM back, because this is getting hard to read.
Hey, look, this is coming from a Spider-Man fan. Yo, Murph, hey, that says a lot, bro. That says a lot. Yeah, a 5 out of 10. Yeah, look, my man, he says 3.5 cream to all white pages.
Damn.
And you didn't read it, right? You read this, James? Or?
No, I haven't got around to it now. No, but like, I probably, based on what Josh was talking about, I probably won't pick it up.
Yo, listen, man. Just put it this way: the CW story that's going in on this, which is Robbie's son Randy and Tombstone, that got me more intrigued. The ASM line.
Based on the synopsis that Josh was telling me, I was like, I don't know.
That's the only interesting thing in this book, and it's not even that interesting. You know what I mean? And it has nothing to do with Spider-Man either.
Let's do in that order, Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, man. So we have one more book and to talk about, and it's gonna be Detective Comics 1034. Josh, you start this one, man.
I'm gonna give this an 8.5. I thought it was good. The Damian story, I like where it's heading. I wish this whole book was the Damian story, but even the detective part, the Batman part of this story, left it on a nice little cliffhanger. So I thought it was really good. So 8.5, definitely probably my pick of the week, I would say.
Yeah, out of the 5 books right here was the best read for me. This is not a Batman book. This is basically majority of the book. He's Bruce Wayne in this book, which is fine with me because it kind of explains, like I said earlier, about him doing different mini bat caves around the city, throughout Gotham City, which I find pretty fucking dope. Where he's been doing, him interacting with his neighbors and stuff. You see Bruce Wayne being human, So I kind of enjoyed that part. I did super enjoy, and plus, going back to what I'm talking about, Batman. Before I move on to the second story, I really enjoyed Tamaki's writing on Batman. So shout out to Tamaki on that. You know, because right now we just thought, you know, James Tynion can't do no wrong. He's the Batman guru right now. You know what I mean when it comes to Batman. But Tamaki's holding her own. You know, so shout out to Tamaki on that. Side story with Damian. Joshua Williamson killing it with that story. Whether it was a 3-page long story, they explained certain things from the first issue from Batman 106, second part to that. Like Josh said, there's no third part. It's gonna go straight to Robin #1 to those books. I thought it was a fucking fantastic mini read right there, getting to know Damian. How we know him. He's badass. He's a rebel. He's all that stuff. And then introducing this new Hawk character. Now going to be in the Robin universe, well, in that Robin book or whatever. Just going to be awesome, man. I think it's going to be dope. Is Joshua Williamson writing Robin, or who's writing Robin?
It's Joshua Williamson. He's writing Robin.
Okay, so if he's writing Robin, I'm interested. You know, I'm interested. I see, because he did a wonderful job with these 2 mini stories of Damian. So I give it a thumbs up. On this one, I'm gonna give this one a 9. I give this book a 9 on my opinion, because just both stories were awesome. Art was fucking dope. Dan Mora art was dope on the main story. Forgot who did the second Damian art over there. That was awesome too. So everything clicked. So 9 is perfect.
Melnikov.
Oh, Melnikov.
Yeah.
Gleb Melnikov.
Yeah. Gleb.
So there you go, and that is our review, man. Broski, you read this right here or no?
I read this one.
So what you give it a grade?
It was a good read. It was decent. The ending was, about Robin's entry of what he's gonna have his own soul story. So I give it an 8-0. I don't know what the fuck's going on, and I'm still behind, but I just read it, and I give it an 8-0 just because of curiosity. That's
okay.
It.
8-0 still good. 8-0 still good, guys. So listen, man, that's our read of the week, man. Last book was this is usually the best read that I leave it last, you know. So yeah, man, that's our new comic book day review over here at East Meets West, man. And again, man, shout out to CBSI, man. If you want, man, to check them out, man. comicbookinvest.com. Again, guys, man, you already know. Shout out to Mike Morello, who was in the chat himself, the guy who did Cover Fire. He was in the chat. You know, awesome covers, dope pick, man. But that man thing, bro. Gotta holler at that, man. I don't know. Oh, Christmas man. Cover. Yes, guys, man. But other than that, man, let's say our goodbyes, man. Broski, start off with you, bro.
Yeah, just glad to do this. Glad to give you guys more knowledge on the books that come out when you don't have a chance to read them, or if it's a chance worth picking it up. That's why we do this. Just in case you get an LCS, you realize the book is shit, then at least we save you the money and the cost of getting it. Just the haul videos I do. So that's basically what we try to do. And then the cover tunes is another thing. Those covers that Mike Morello puts out, they could be something big in the future, because those are unknown artists, the artists that could be known for most part from what I've seen, and stuff that are just random covers. So just be able to save a few bucks for a random cover issue that's cost only $4 or $5 versus the $20-$30 you get from store exclusive. So yeah, that's it.
Definitely, broski. Definitely, guys, man. And James.
Yeah, hey, another great show, guys, no doubt. And I was watching the cover. Was it Cover Tunes?
Yes.
Yeah, Cover Tunes on the way over, and
Cover Fire.
Cover Fire.
Excuse me. Yeah, sorry.
Cover Fire. No, but I saw one of the covers is the Deja Thoris cover. That's a good cover, but for me, I love that Lucio Perillo variant for that title. If you guys haven't checked it out,
I didn't see it.
No. It's I'm not saying it's better. I just preferred that one over the Michael Lindsley cover. That's my 2 cents on that. But it's another great show, guys. Looking forward to that.
The Michael Lindsley cover didn't look too bad to look at, though.
No, you're right. No, you're right. I am not gonna disagree with you on that one. But yeah, check out the Perillo cover and get back to me.
Yes, definitely, man. Again, guys, man, I want to just quick before we go off and do our thing, man. Real quick, tomorrow, guys, is Friday night, guys, and you already know what we do over here in East Meets West, man. We got the Friday night FOC with the East Meets West crew, man. Shout out to CBSI. So stay tuned for that at 8 p.m. Eastern, guys, on this channel, guys. And if you are new, just make sure you subscribe and leave a thumbs up, guys, and turn off that notification bell too while you're at that, man. So you could be on top of what we got coming out. Hey guys, man. Besides that, we have our live show on Sundays, guys. Mike Morello himself, the guy who does the Cover Fire and Cover Tunes, is gonna be him, on the show this Sunday, guys. So we have a nice little show. So everybody, we're doing Silver Surfer covers. He sent me some covers for Silver Surfer, which were awesome. And we're gonna highlight a nice little artist, man. I'm gonna let it know that we're gonna highlight Lee Bermejo. So we're gonna show off some covers. We're gonna show off some splash pages. We're gonna show original art from Lee Bermejo. So definitely an artist that should be obviously everybody knows him, but should be put out there and let people see some stuff that they haven't seen so far. So other than that, man, see y'all in the chats, man. Guys, stay safe and enjoy the rest of your week, and see y'all in the chats, man. All right, fellas, later, peace.